Alright YouTube, welcome to this episode. Today's video will start here at the roadside on the Cairn O Mount in Scotland. We're away to take a look at this wee ruined house here. I've driven past this house many times when I've been coming up and down the Cairn O Mount here. The Cairn O Mount is a legendary steep hill. It's in the Cairngorms National Park in the middle of Scotland here. It's quite a busy road, but this here has been somebody's little house at one time, so there's not much of it left. This must have been a little fireplace here with a chimney leading up. The chimney here leads up at an angle, and then this must have been an upstairs chimney here, so there's been a small upstairs room with a peaked roof with a little fire at the end, and probably the reason this wall stands is because it's got the fireplaces, because the structure of the chimney is what gives it strength. That's what keeps the wall standing. This would have been the person's view out of their window. A view out onto the wild hilltop. It's just heather hills here all the way to the horizon. So that's a smart start to the video. A wee hoosey, and I see a big bird of prey up there, circling. Looks to me like a red kite, but I could be wrong. Its tail is like an arrow fin. Oh, and I've just noticed, folks, there's been another little house or shed here. Yeah, potentially this has probably been another house, I think. There's no so much of this one remaining, unfortunately, but worth looking at. Document it before it's totally gone. Everyone's struggling to get up this hill. They're in a low gear. Even the wee Honda. Third gear is as high as I can get for the hill climb. Anyway folks, we'll move on. So this road just waves for miles over the hill here from where I was. I can see cars coming over probably about a mile and a half away. But the interesting thing is, these poles are located at the roadside. You may be wondering, what are they for? In the snow, that's what you call snow poles, because in the snow you can't even tell where the road is in places like this. This is just a true wilderness, and in the winter it'll be blizzard conditions, and those poles are the only guidance as to where the road is. So that's snow poles which line the roads. Alright folks, here's the next location. What a spot this is. It's a cool old bridge here at the roadside. I'm having to stand up on the side of the bridge here because there's cars coming. Pretty dangerous, wouldn't advise doing this. It's not a pavement. But needs must. Sometimes the dangerous path is the safest one. So look at this old bridge here, made out of stone. This isn't the main architectural piece we're about to look at here. I'm going to have to stand up on this bridge again. I should have been at the other side of the road here. So this is a busy road. It's the same road that other little ruined house was on that we started the video at. I'm standing on the end of this bridge. It's quite awkward. So here we go. We've come off the main road here behind me, and this is a cool little abandoned house here. I used to always like the look of this little house when I drove up and down the road. It would be an ideal little house for somebody to restore. So it looks like it's been what we call in Scotland here a button ben, a little house. It would have probably just had like a couple of rooms, and probably the toilet would have been outside somewhere here, a little wooden hut. I'll make my way through this ferns to get to it. You can see the little Honda chilling over there by the bridge. So this is the front door of this cool little house. I wonder what it would have looked like when the house was in its prime. It's cool because this window at the opposite side almost makes me think it was been potentially a little corridor here with the rooms at each side, and it looks like in the corner of each room here there's been a little cupboard, a little recess kind of bit, and probably these end walls were strengthened from the chimneys like the first room that we looked at along the road. It's in quite good condition. You can see the wooden lintel here has got bad fire damage, so I don't know, this is the sort of house, it could have a dark history, maybe it burnt down, I'm not sure. Probably some local people from around this area would know what had happened, like, but as long as I've known this house, it's been an empty ruin. So once again, with a little house like this, it's a cool little historical nugget, and it's worth documenting it, 'cause every year it's getting worse and worse. There's more chance of it falling down. You can see here the bricks, they're just like, there's gaps right between them. Every year the mortar will fall out worse and worse. Trees total grown out up there. Nature takes over with places like this. See, it's got a peak. It looks like potentially there's maybe been a wee roof at this side. Maybe a little shed or something built onto the end of the building. But it's pretty badly weathered here. Anyway folks, we'll crack on along. I don't know if there's any more little ruined houses or what, but I'm going to continue on over the Cairn O Mount. I don't know whether I'll go right to Bankery or if I'll cut off towards Aboyne, the Aboyne direction. I'll see. But let's do it. Here's a 12% gradient sign. So that shows how steep this little hill is here. I'll have to try and not get run over. It's so busy and it's single track road here. This is an idyllic spot here at the other side. Looks like an ideal little camping spot over here on the level ground. The water in the burn's brown with the peat. Sometimes on the hilltops around here it's nothing but miles of peat bog. Anyway folks, let's head on this journey. So here's a cool piece of history folks. It's an old 8A phone box, which is 8A is a British breakdown service for anybody who doesn't know that for abroad. And this is a classic old wooden phone box which could be used by the members of the 8A if they became stranded here on the hill with their vehicle. But here it still stands, and this is the Glen Die box it's called. $753. So there we go, should we have a wee look inside? It's locked. And there's the little phone cable leading out away from it. Pretty cool little bit of history there. On to the next thing. Alright folks, I've come miles from the last time I updated you in this video, and we've stopped at this cool little abandoned housey. The sign there says deep water, and it also says CCTV in operation, because I think this is an old abandoned quarry here. But we're just waiting here, we look in the window here and do nae harm. Looks like it could have potentially been a generator shed here at the side, with the plinth on the floor for the thing mounting. Yeah, just been a little shed to go along with the quarry probably. This place had so much character, I had to stop and have a look. In the Aberdeen area, it's famous for the granite bricks. So this must be an old quarry. I'm not sticking around, but it says deep water. I'm curious to actually see if there is deep water. So I'm just about to look over the edge here. I'm not going too far in. Here we go, there's a huge hole here. Here's the empty quarry. Well, it's not an empty quarry, it's a quarry full of water. Loads of people get killed in quarries, so that's how you're not meant to stick around these places. Here it is. Looks like it's been filled with scrap and debris. It's probably, who knows, 100, 200 foot deep. Worth having a wee look though folks. Yeah, there's probably been a lot more sheds around here at one time to do with that. It's maybe been, it looks like granite in the ground there, like, I don't know if it was a granite quarry. There it is, there's a phone mast here now. The old shed. Asbestos roof. And then the quarry at this side. I'm not sure how far up there it goes. But that's it folks. We'll move on to the next thing. See the size of that spider on that tree there folks, that's crazy. I'm going to go back out the same way I came in. So I just walked down the main road. But it's always worth having a look at this sort of thing, because this could get levelled like all the rest of what was probably here at one time. Because sites like this evolve, so they can still be used. A little chimney there. Must have had a little burner style thing in it. I think This is where I came in. There's just literally spiders everywhere in this grass. It's unreal. Thousands of them. And they're quite big. There's a big police riot van going along the main road. So, I'm not sure what the name of this forest is. I'm sure there's a sign down where the car is, so I'll tell you when I get down there what it's called. This is a really busy road. It's the main road between Braemar and Aberdeen. And Balmoral Castle's just along the road. And I went past there. It was so busy, unbelievable. People everywhere. Because Balmoral is the Queen's Castle, which is in this area. That's maybe the Queen's Quarry there. The Queen's asbestos roof. So it says on that sign at the other side of the road, the Braemar gathering's on today, so expect queuing traffic, so that could be another nightmare further ahead. Anyway, the forest where this quarry is located seems to be called Inver. We'll move on now and see what else we can find. There'll be more cool stuff, so I think I'll go Braemar and round that way. And I think there's a cool waterfall that I'm going to stop at, but it just depends if the lay-by is full. I can't get stopped. It's one of those sort of like locations. Here we are, folks. We've come down Glen Shee, which is the road here behind me, and we've managed to get parked in the lay-by, which is sometimes busy, and here we are. It's a waterfall coming down this hill here, which is cool. I've always noticed it and thought it was worth having a look at. So this is the main road here. I've been on it many times. The Blairgowrie to Glen Shee Road, or Perth to Glen Shee Road. Look at it. Aye, so there's something interesting about it. I don't know if you can see on this camera. At one time this bridge has just been half as thick, or no, even half as thick, 1/3 as wide. There's a tiny old stone bridge in the middle, and then these two massive sections have been added on to the outside of it, which is a cool bit of history. So it's always interesting seeing stuff like that. That would have been a little tiny stone bridge at one time. Probably people herding sheep over it. We're away to make our way up the side of here. I think last time I drove past and I saw this waterfall up here, there was a lot more water running over it, so it looked really impressive. I don't think this is actually a path that you're meant to be going up, really. This is just a random roadside location. Random piece of fence wire here. Just about tripped me. This looks amazing. So now we're climbing up this waterfall here. Probably when the river's high, this bit here will be in full spate. You wouldn't be able to walk up this. place. I could actually probably run up there because it's dry, but I have to also get back down. And getting down for that's harder than getting up. So here we are, folks, we've done it. We're on this little waterfall at Glen Shee. What a place for the final location on this video. I've come right around a full circuit. It's been a long video, but it's worth seeing all those locations. The end of this video is going to be me climbing back down here, and it's like 10 foot probably slope. I'm hoping to get a grip on the same bits I did when I climbed up. It's going to be difficult here. Wet trainers, folks. Using one hand here. That's how it's done. That's it. We managed to stay dry. Now I came up over that stone, but I could get over here a bit easier. Look at this here. This is cool. It's crazy to think there's a bedrock seam running so high up in this hill, right to the top, which gives this cool effect of this waterfall here. It's quite rare. Anyway, folks, we're going to make our way down here. So that's been a good mission today. I'll have to try and make my way around here to keep my feet dry. We've made it so far. There's less heather here as well, which was an appeal after last week's video where I got attacked by beasties. It would be good to go and have a look at the old stone bridge under there. Right, we're doing it, folks. So here's the original old stone bridge. So now the main road's 3 times as wide as it at one time had been, which is quite incredible. This bridge probably dates from who knows when. 1600s maybe. You can see it at the end of the old stone bridge. Old metal hook on it. A little bit of dyke over there. A little corner piece of the wall. And at this side it flows out into the river, which comes down Glen Shee, which is this landscape of hills we can see up here behind me. I'm going to try and cross this river to get back to my car, which is up here. The bridge here is impressive nowadays though, with 3 different levels. The 3 different sections. I just leaned in that thistle there as I tried to make my way across. That's never a good move. And that's it, folks. We're back to the main road. I'll end the video here. See you in the next one.